Okay, we're streaming. And pull up YouTube.
Can anybody else see D?
I can see her.
I
Yeah,
can't
I see
see
everybody.
you. You're the only person
I
I
just don't
cannot
hear
see.
her.
I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
see her.
Push to talk. You're the only person I cannot see.
That is weird. Yeah, I tried to refresh and everybody else came back up but you still.
That you know what? That happens sometimes, and then they'll just randomly repopulate back in.
Okay, we are going. We're good.
I forgot there was a baby stuck to a wall.
That was the I think that was the illusion that Yolanda cast.
Yeah.
Eat the baby.
I should be able to pull this up, right? My channel. Okay, so we're live, right? We're good to go.
Yep.
See it? I'm so beautiful. You can see me right there on the internet.
GTG, good to go.
There we are. See how beautiful we are? All right, last time on Dragon Ball Z, y'all successfully killed some trolls. You did not successfully kill any pedestrians or civilians. Armin has a stick with some poop on it. I like how that made you look up.
I forgot that bit.
The party has done a short rest, and I think you're ready to do something else. I don't know what it is. I'm interested, though. What does the party want to do?
Well, okay. So I don't know what our ultimate goal is, so I probably shouldn't be saying what we should do next.
Well, the ultimate goal is from the person who's not here currently. So
Okay. Well, we got all these people. Do we really want them hanging around with us everywhere we go? It's a lot of responsibility.
No, we don't.
Probably a bad idea. Well,
are there any that can stay and fight, or are they all pretty much?
So Sean, what did you tell Jeff about the whole family member thing last?
Let's see. His sister has been taken to somewhere else, maybe in this cave, maybe elsewhere. The brother-in-law is here, and he's very interested in finding his wife. Peyton, the knight, will follow Jeff into battle.
Okay.
The mage has not said a word. He might be mute. He's probably mute.
Sure. Well, I mean, it's always good to have more fighters. So if anybody can take up arms, we're gonna go search for this Sristoval's sister. I'm sure Sristoval would agree with that if he were here.
Do you want this wonderful package of meat shields to come with you, or are you going to do something else with them?
Davril would take them with if they were willing. I don't know about Sristoval since he's not here.
Would he leave them behind?
I don't know.
Want to go?
Yeah, I think
metagaming. I know Jeff would just be like, "Yeah, come on, let's go." But
that's how Jeff would act. How would Sristoval act? But how would Davril act? Is he willing to spend all of these peasants' lives to get
not all of them? Just
another peasant?
Just the ones that are willing to fight and are willing and able.
They all appear to be ill-equipped for battle and in travel clothes.
Yeah, they don't have it for the Switch.
So that's no.
So that's a big fat no for that. We don't have the gear to give them.
They all have health.
They all have health, but they're literal sitting ducks.
Spoilers. Some of them have 4 health and some of them have 9.
Okay, well, if I don't know a maximum, that makes no difference.
Well, that's the maximum.
4 could be the max.
That is the maximum. I'm telling you.
So they definitely do not need to come with us.
No.
Like sizing them up. All of you can tell these
I'll
these people are not fit for battle.
Exactly. Yeah.
We could escort them to the mouth of the cave where the waterfall is. Either have them wait there for us to come back, or tell them to make a run for it. I don't know.
Here's the only thing that Davril sees a problem with is if there are any trolls out and they come back and they see a whole bunch of their prisoners at the mouth of the cave just kind of waiting there. That could be a bad time.
Well, that's
Okay.
not our concern. They should learn better survival skills.
I mean, the other option was they seemed to be relatively safe up top where we rescued them.
Yeah, it's true. We've basically killed everything there. You're right. They would probably be best just waiting in the room that we're in. This hallway here, it doesn't have any kind of doorway on it, does it?
It has a wooden door.
Okay.
Yeah, because we listened at it earlier.
Okay, so we could leave them here and come back later as we foray deeper into the dungeon.
You could. Will you remember to recover them later?
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
As long as it's not like 3 months from now.
Is that the roll to see if you'll remember, Scott?
Yes.
That's not great.
No. 1 to 50 was yes. 51 to 100 was no. Or I'm sorry,
rolled
that
a
was a
4.
D20. That was a D20, so it would be a 1 to 10 is yes. 11 to 20 is no.
Sure, whatever you want to say.
Yeah, we'll remember.
We'll not set that in stone just in case you do forget. All right, so y'all want to head out then?
I guess so.
Sure.
You've got control of East of all.
Oh, do I?
Mm-hmm.
He leads the way, blindly.
I'll follow behind.
The door is like right here where he's
Okay.
at. Peyton will be behind him because he follows orders. Davril, you're going to take a step back because Peyton said so.
Yeah.
Yolanda, oh wait, no, Armin will probably be in front of you.
Yeah, that's fine.
In this tight corridor, waiting for a breath attack. My last question is, Yolanda, are you going to sit at the back of the line, or do you want to hang back?
I'm gonna be like towards the back of the line, but a few paces back.
Okay, you want to sound like you're still with the party.
Yeah.
Well, Sir Istval, he comes up on the door and he kicks it open because he's not here to say no. And you can all file out, and the corpses of the trolls are still there.
Was the dragons? I'm sorry, go ahead.
How long did y'all rest?
It was like 2 hours, wasn't it? 2, 4, somewhere around there.
I don't actually know what we agreed on.
I don't either.
Anytime someone says short rest, I just always assume 4 hours.
Make an assessment. Or I will assume it's 4 hours.
We'll assume it's 4.
Okay. You come back and the corpses of the trolls are gone.
Is the dragon? Can we see the dragon? Is he in the room?
You cannot see the dragon. He's not in the room. Well, I mean, he could be in the room, but maybe you just can't see him.
Yeah. I think my field of vision's only 60 feet, anyways. So if it was, it would be like that far. I could only see to the edge of the water. And there's no light illuminating this giant cavern, is there?
You know what? I have no idea. I don't think so. I think everything in here has night vision. You do see specks of light coming from the north.
Like over here?
To the northwest,
Here?
northeast. Yeah, right over there. You see that hallway is kind of dimly lit.
Well, that is basically the only place that we have not been that I can see, because there's, water, so we know that there was a little island out there. Shall we investigate over there?
Yeah, I think so.
Onward! Armin charges forward. leading the way because Sir Istval is a slow old man. God, I got 4 NPCs to drag around. Guess what, guys? I'm assuming all of y'all are gonna walk in unison except for D, who's gonna do
Sure.
whatever she does.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna move all
Fine.
of y'all over here.
All right. Sounds good.
And Yolanda's way back there now.
So, coming upon the corridor, do we see anything immediately down it?
Yes, you see dim light coming from far out to the left, and then darkness. No, you see something, a brighter light to the far forward and then right.
Okay. So, is this map aligned as in up is north?
Yes.
Okay.
If it isn't, then it is now. I gotta tell you, dealing with the shrine of Tamakagoa, whatever.
I should have just changed all the directions.
God, that was just awful with the northeast and west and south crap.
Yeah, because east was that way, and north was that way, and west was that way.
Like, why would they even do that?
Because it was a very long rectangle, is why. Because it was easier to do it lengthwise than heighthwise. But
Okay.
Yeah, but they could have just said north is still north.
Exactly.
look, I'm not here to make an argument of logic. So we see light coming from the northeast once we look down the corridor. So can any of us stealth up there to check it out?
I can.
Would you like to?
Sure.
That doesn't sound very reassuring, Yolanda.
You have no reason to doubt me.
Okay, now I'm starting to. I had no reason to doubt you until you said that.
Still
Okay.
sneaky motherfucker.
20. So we're going to use the act under pressure rules. On a 19 plus, you do what you set out to do. You stealth up the hallway without arousing any suspicion of the. Well, I'm about to show you what you see. Guess what? It's more trolls.
What is the thing with the tentacle face?
Another troll.
I can't even actually make out what that is.
It's a troll
Oh
with
yeah,
tentacle
it's like
face?
He has
No, he's got horns.
It's got like a.
Oh, okay.
His
I zoomed
tusks.
in on it. No, I see.
You could
Oh
see
yeah,
it
that
better
would
than
be
I
smart to
could.
do. Zoom in. Yeah, look at that. I can see it way better now.
What are they doing?
They appear to have a cooking fire, and they are cooking something that smells delicious. You also see a wooden door to the left right here. What do you do?
I'm gonna stealth over to the wooden door and try and open it.
Okay. I'll let you continue to do your stealth, but you'll have to do another. Let me see. How are you going to open the door? You going to try to like listen to it, or are you going to open it, or what?
I'm gonna open it.
Okay,
Just
quietly
very
or just like,
gently crack it open.
okay. As you come up on the door, you hear people arguing inside, and you see a light as you slightly crack it. Light blast out towards the cave to the other side. Not very far because you haven't opened it very far, but if you open the door much farther, it will shine light everywhere into the cave. And you can hear the muffled sound of what appears to be people arguing.
What language do they seem to be speaking?
Common.
So it sounds like people?
Yeah, it sounds like people.
Okay, I'm gonna kick the door open and run away.
Okay,
Like as loudly as possible.
excellent. Okay. Well, let me. Are you gonna look at what's inside, or are you going
Nope.
to just like?
Just gonna
Nope.
kick it.
Okay. You kick the door open, and and as you turn, it's like you're an angel from the heavens running away from the light that blasts into the room. And the trolls turn to see you running away. All three of them see the light, shield their eyes for a second, and watch you run down the hallway south. And
60.
are you just like yelling and screaming while you do it, or
As I run past them, I yell, "Trolls in the dungeon!"
and you hear the thump thump sound of them getting closer to the hallway, and it's unfortunate that they're so big.
Is it possible I can react quick enough to throw a fireball like past Yolanda as she's running by?
Sure, if you want to start combat that way.
Yeah, I mean, if a troll's running at me, I think that's what Hafen's gonna do.
I will tell you this: the trolls are very large. It
Uh-huh.
looks like it will take them some effort to get through this narrow corridor.
My question is,
Oh, good.
how
So
do
they're
how
like
do
just.
how they get there in the first place?
They squeezed, or maybe they were teleported.
So we can just kind of pop them off if they're trying to squeeze through.
Sure.
Sounds like it.
When I say squeeze, that means they have half their movement speed. So
Oh, that's not squeezed. All right, I'll do the fireballs.
Would you like to see what the delay was?
you're gonna lift up a baby.
Do you see this baby's
Oh
face?
my God! What happened?
It's food coloring.
Oh,
He got a bottle of food coloring and got it all over him.
okay. Well, that's way better than what I was thinking.
Look at his hands.
I can't see you.
What does he say?
I can't see you. I can't see Jeff or Brett now.
Yeah,
I can
can't
see
either.
all of them.
So
I
I'm
can't
gonna
see
be
that.
Yeah, but I'm the
AFK
one
for
streaming.
I
just
know, right?
another minute or two.
Okay. Well, we'll put Surstwall in combat.
Okay.
So
Okay,
hey,
so-
go ahead and finish the attack
I did. There's my firebolt.
at the first one.
Yeah, I just
Oh,
lob
that
it down the.
That hits, and he takes 11 fire damage. He lets out a roar, and y'all are in combat.
Woohoo!
So go ahead and click on your guys, and then roll initiative.
Man,
Damn, Haven being speedy.
making up for last week.
Did I give him the right name? I did. Okay, so we're just missing the. Can you
no.
roll the mage?
Yeah, where is he? Stop it.
Jesus Christ, these character sheets are impossible to read.
Where's the May?
Oh wait, he gets to roll advantage, doesn't he?
Did you say doesn't you?
I said, doesn't he?
Oh,
You got the, or we're still waiting on the mage?
yeah, hang on. I'm doing it right now.
Jesus Christ. What's with all these 19s and 20s?
For some reason, that just went to you. I don't know why the mage goes to you when I.
Here's the stream sponsor. Delicious Doritos. They're crunchy.
Awesome. Did we get Peyton in there?
Hashtag not sponsored.
All right, let's Let's see if y'all can kill all of these things before they get a turn. I'm doubtful. Yolanda, you're first.
Haven should be first because he rolled a nat 20.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Then Hafen, go first. I just hit sort, so
I just turned my entire beer over on top of my phone.
excellent. Good job.
Fantastic.
I guess I'll just, for right now, just toss another, hang on. Let me think here. Yeah, I'm just going to toss another firebolt at it for this turn.
All right, go ahead and toss it. As you hurl the firebolt at the enemy, at the troll,
Damn.
catch him right in the face, and you burn off his troll mustache. Because that's totally a thing trolls have.
The troll mustache.
Yep, it's gone. Never coming back. Probably because y'all are going to kill him. Next up is Yolanda.
Run away!
Really?
No, not really.
You can. I believe in you.
I don't know. I don't have really a fun thing I want to do yet because I want to see who the people were there in the room. So I'm gonna hold until the end of my turn.
Okay. Jeff, who's not with us. The funny looking troll is going to delay his turn until after the other trolls. Davril, you're up.
So, it's my turn.
It is.
Sorry, I'm still trying to clean this beer up. So Hafen lobbed a fireball down the corridor.
Yep. Firebolt.
Fireball.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna get behind or next to Cerise Vault here, and I'm gonna also launch a firebolt down it at that troll.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm gonna do a ray of frost to try to slow him down.
All right. You're going to cut his movement to a quarter?
Yes. So, does a 24 hit?
Yeah, of course a fucking 24 hits.
So 13 damage.
He
Actually,
is,
no, that is 2d8, so it is 18.
Come on.
No, 2d8 is 6 plus 7, 13.
Oh,
Plus
you're right.
5
Yep,
is the crit.
right. It
Okay.
totally is. So 13.
Excellent.
13, and until my next turn, he has half speed.
So he has quarter speed. Well, I go ahead. This icon seems to make sense.
What are we fighting right now?
What do you think you're fighting right now?
Trollocs?
That is correct, sir. Guess what? It's your turn.
Trolks? So are they at the end of the hallway?
Yes.
So can they come down the hallway?
It appears that they can squeeze through, but they'll take a movement cost by doing so.
Well, Sir Eastaval, seeing that the trolls are at a tactical disadvantage, is going to open his character sheet
Probably a good call.
and he's gonna march forward and attack this troll, activating his flaming option as he moves. I think we've pretty much established at this point that trolls can't be reasoned with.
I mean,
I tried, but
if you think so.
It's been
Maybe you just haven't
established.
tried the right tactic yet.
It's been established. Who
Well,
will attack?
the hammer does the reasoning. He takes 11 damage. Right to the knee.
I was aiming for the knee.
Excellent. It's a
This
fine
one I
blow
was
to the
going
knee.
for the collarbone this time. Does it hit?
17 hits. For
Right in
18
the
damage.
right in the troll collarbone.
Oh, it hurts a lot. He's probably not going to take much more. As he slumps forward, almost falling on top of you.
Being that close up, does he see anything from the left-hand side?
He sees well, Jeff, you see stuff from the doorway to the left. You see movement in the lights, almost as if people are running around. And you hear the clang of gear, and it's almost like people are gearing up for a fight.
So they're dancing?
Sure. If that's what you got out of that.
The dance of battle.
They're preparing for battle with a jig. Next up is Peyton, who cannot get at the bad guy. So he's going to run up behind Jeff and hold a position behind him and stand defensive-like. Brett, what's the mage going to do?
The mage, good question. The mage is going to. Let's see, he's going to use a magic missile.
Excellent.
Hang on, let me switch over to mage.
Magic missile.
I remember how pissed off people got when they did 4th edition and Magic Missile could miss.
Did it really in 4th edition?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Funny.
crazy.
All right,
Do that 2 more times.
I hate that magic. Was magic
Oh,
missile
no, that
always
was
level
three.
1? Or did
Was
it
that
used
all
to be a
three?
cantrip?
Yeah, that was
It's
all three
always been
missiles.
level 1. Actually,
Okay.
it used to be a level 1 spell. It was not. The cantrip portion of it is new.
Okay. Well, no, it's not a cantrip.
No, it's a
still-
level 1. It's a level 1.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, if that's a cantrip, then that's new.
Because that would be a very powerful cantrip.
It's always been one of the more powerful wizard spells, even though it's a low level, because it can't miss. That's why it's so powerful.
All right. Is that all the mages got?
That's all the mage is going to do for right now.
Okay. The trolls, the big scary troll in the back yells out something, and the first troll takes a step back. The other troll disengages and takes a step to the side. And then it is the bigger, scarier, glowing eye troll who steps forward, and I need Davril, Mage, Armin, Yolanda, and Hafen to all make a dexterity saving throw.
I'm sorry, a what
A
saving?
what?
A dexterity saving throw.
Oh, dex. Okay.
As a fireball comes flying at you.
Who needs to make that?
Whaja!
All right.
Not surprised in the least. How about that?
That's more what I expected.
Ow!
Who needs to make that?
Hafen and the Mage. And Davril.
Oh, I know what I take. I take 8d6.
Yep. Oh, hold on. Let me figure out what Armin did. Oh, I don't have Armin stats. Let's see. What does Armin get? That's not great.
Mm-mm. Well, what about his dex modifier?
He doesn't have any modifiers right now.
Aha!
Oh, that is an expert dodge if I ever saw one.
You definitely needed that. All
I
right.
go.
All right. in true fashion for Fireball, I'll roll them individually on each of you.
Yeah, just give it to me first.
All right, Davril's first. Level. Oh, it is a level 3.
Yeah.
28 fire damage.
Phew.
Ouch.
Wait, what did you roll, by the way? Okay, 3. There was no way.
No, absolutely not.
Ouch.
The mage is going to take. What did the mage roll?
He
A
rolled
10.
an 18.
Hi,
He
Mom.
rolled a 10, didn't he?
Hi, kiddo.
Oh, no, he rolled
18.
an 18. Okay, well,
Ready
he
for
takes
my
half
bedtime
that.
show?
He takes
To watch it in the
14.
big bed. Look.
Oh, and here's something
Wait,
really
what
cool.
now?
He
Takes
takes-
14?
I even
Yeah,
Okay.
on a
Look at my
successful
hair.
save, you take
Okay.
half
Yeah,
I
damage.
made it perfect. Some
Armin
water.
takes 27.
I made some water canopy, and
Whoops.
I
I didn't mean
actually
to
Just
do
remember
that.
to brush your teeth.
Yep.
Good.
I
I
just
don't
brushed my
know
teeth,
that I can
and I
actually
was
alter
surprised when I
his.
looked in the mirror. I was perfect.
Um,
You do.
How much did I say he took? 18?
yeah.
14. He took 14. I'll
Oh, you
let
gotta
you.
go to the dentist. You got teeth coming in over
Not
teeth.
now.
Yolanda, you're going to take a
Soon.
walk.
I'm gonna set you up for an
Now
appointment.
that I've fixed
Probably for next week.
things,
What's your show?
What did they do?
They're gonna look and they're
Oh,
cleaning. They're
17.
gonna take some X-rays.
And what happens if it has loads of cavity?
and
You
Hafen,
shouldn't
you're
have
going
any
to
cavities,
take
really. Go, especially if you've been brushing your teeth. Now go. What's your show?
25. What was your save?
And plus, here's something surprising. One more before my bedtime.
You talking to me?
crit. Yeah, you crit. So you
I
only
crit.
take
I'm
12.
gonna take off my pajamas,
I
and
take
when
12.
I open the door,
Yeah.
you'll be surprised what you'll see after I open the door.
What's that?
Clothes. Cause I'm wearing clothes under it.
It's so hot.
That
It's
was a
okay.
full shoe,
It's
and let's go
comfortable
ahead
on
and reset
this.
the turn
Okay,
order a
you
little
just may
bit.
not want a blanket.
And
Yeah.
as you,
But here's one thing.
as that
I love
fireball lets
blankets only
loose,
because
you
they
hear
protect
the
me from my
stomping of feet
nightmares.
coming from
My nightmares.
the other room,
I have my arch nemesis nightmare.
and some other figures
Uh-oh.
are entering the
And I
fray.
can't control it. I can't open my eyes while I.
Well, you'll just have to learn
Well,
to
I
wake
imagine
yourself
if
up.
anybody could see anybody, it would only be if
Yeah,
they're in
just
this
have-
square.
Yeah, but here's one thing.
Yep.
Nobody
But
can control their nightmares.
Yeah, you can if you
You'll
learn,
see them in a
but
turn
we'll
order.
practice it. There's ways of doing it. We'll go watch your show and I'll tell you about it later, okay?
Like if I see a TV,
Oh, God, what are
I'll
those?
open my eyes.
Go watch your show, sweetheart.
Are
human?
they mudmen?
See wind and
Yes,
feel
they are
real
mudmen. You hear the sound
Caleb,
of
go
mud
watch your
feet.
show, okay?
God damn it.
Slorping.
Slurping.
Never whisper rolls.
They're slurping all over the place.
Jesus Christ, why are they always set to... I never want to whisper rolls. I want y'all to see it. I want the carnage to unfold immediately.
Speaking of carnage, I need some more deer jerky.
Jeff, what is going on to your left? Is that another monitor? Because I feel like
That is a television with BoJack
Oh.
Horseman on it.
I see.
Awesome.
Did it not add him to...
It's got a weird bearded man and a black man. Oh wait, that's Obama. And David Letterman.
Obama.
All right. Next up is Hafen. What do you want to do? You hear the stomping of
This is gonna be
people's
your
feet
bedtime chore.
in the
Slurping.
distance. Some mudmen feet.
Mom,
This battle's about to get crazy.
which Doctor Who doctor would you like? David Tennant or Matt Smith? No
That's
choice.
nice.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let's see here. How about a chromatic orb at the horned one that is
Okay.
standing here in the
You have
way?
range and line of sight.
Yeah, I'm going to
move into
kind
the,
of shuffle out.
get as close as you can.
Yeah.
Basically, run forward.
Oops. I don't mean to keep holding that. He's right here, right? Correct?
Yep, that's him.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to just kind of get, well,
I think that's the best way to have line of sight.
yeah, like that.
I'm assuming Chromatic Orb has that range.
I believe it does. Let me make sure before
Chromatic
I
orb
think
should be
it's-
like 120 feet.
I think it is.
It's 90 feet.
Is
So
it 90?
it's 90. You're well within.
15, 20. Yeah, I've still got it. Still got it. Is that a level 1 for me? Yes.
Uh, 15 on that guy. Let me see. That's a hit.
Okay, and that would be acid, please.
He has been acidated. Takes a big old chromatic orb of acid right to the chest, splashing over his muscly trollness.
Okay. And then that's all I can really do right now.
Excellent. Yolanda, what do you want to do?
Her house she's living in now. Like it was just all across the
I'm
floor.
going to yell out that I will distract them.
Okay.
So I'm going to come right here and do a minor illusion of like a giant turkey, or like a giant human-sized turkey leg. Like,
Right in front of them?
right, yeah, right in front of them.
Okay. I feel like you're trying to do some sort of deception. Is that fair?
Sure, why not? I'm just putting food directly in front of them to see what happens. Okay,
It's juice that
now
we're
I have
hanging.
it the exact opposite, where I can see Jeff and Brett, but not Scott and Sean.
Excellent. This is exactly as it
Yeah,
should
and
be.
that's funny because the same thing just happened to me. with
Danielle's
Brett
the
and
only
Sean.
one I don't see.
I don't see anyone except for Scott.
Did Sean disappear? Oh, Danielle just
I
disappeared.
just tried to reconnect to see what. Okay.
There. Now I see everybody.
Nope, now
You
I
see
got
everyone
Sean and
except for
Scott,
Brett.
but not Jeff and Brett again.
Yep, same thing. Danielle and Brett are gone.
Oh, Brett's trying to come back. Oh, I might have all of them. Okay, what does my giant turkey leg do?
You tell me what you want it to do, and I need to figure out a role for it.
I want it to kind of whip them in a hungry frenzy. And make
Okay.
they
So
should
you
go
wanna-
after. It's like the
You want to put
most.
the trolls into a frenzy, is what you're trying to do.
Hold on, let me see for myself.
Are you
I
trying
want to
seduce
convince them
trolls
that
with
it
meat?
is the most delicious looking leg possible. Like it is dripping with delicious juices that they would like.
Okay, so you know these are not animals; these are sentient beings, right?
Yeah.
Just barely.
It's not a very delicious looking leg.
You're seducing them. This is
I will
a
give-
seduction roll.
I
I'm
will let
helping.
I will let you roll on this as an act under pressure, animal handling check because you think these things are animals.
Okay, I get a +1 to that. I'm better at animal handling than deception.
16. Okay. I've inflicted this system on myself without thinking. Okay, so here's what happens. On a 13 to 18, I can give you a worse outcome, hard choice, or price to pay. The choices are they'll fall for your deception and immediately diffuse it, and they're going to charge at you afterwards because they saw you cast this illusion and it infuriates them. Or they will No, actually, there's only a price to pay. If you do this, they're going to target you afterwards for for just making a mockery
Okay,
of them.
that sounds good. As soon as I cast it, I'm gonna run away.
You broke up. I don't know what's going
As
on.
soon as I cast it, I'm going to run away.
Okay, excellent.
And hide behind Davril.
Behind the mage, excellent. Speaking of Davril, it's your turn, Davril.
Davril.
I'm assuming this purple X is where you casted this thing.
This grotesque turkey golem. It's just dancing. Why don't you try and drive the trolls insane by surrounding them with dancing turkey
Dancing
golems?
meat.
After that fireball, Davril is going to cast. He's going to cast Chill Shield on himself.
Okay.
So basically, I just gain resistance to fire damage now.
Are you wasting a spell slot for this?
Perhaps. But
Excellent.
seeing as what the shaman does, that's what Davril does.
That's fair.
As a bonus action,
Okay, that's better.
Davril walks over to Armin, places his hand on his back, and goes, "You now have burning hands. Go use it."
Excellent, I'm on it. His hands glow with burningness. And the trolls see you casting a giant a shield of ice in front of you.
No, it's more of I kind of just a wispy blue kind of starts glowing about me.
Okay. Well, they see you covered in a wispy blue aura, and they see you lay hands on Armin, whose hands turn to fire.
Yes. Well, only the one at the end of the hallway. Yes.
Yes. True.
The shaman. The shaman knows what's up. He knows what's up.
Yes. And he is... Well, we'll see what he does. Sir Isteval, what do you want to do?
Well, considering the I've got two options. The fireball exploded behind me. I didn't get hit by it, but I can either move forward and attack the magic user, or I can move back and give everybody my +3 to saving throws.
Well, you're thinking too meta on this.
Well, Sir Isteval is... What? Is he more aggressive in this situation, or is he more tactically mindful?
Well, tactically mindful that I would probably want to move back and give everybody my bonus. You know what? I'll move forward and attack.
Excellent. Punch him right in the face.
Burn it down.
You're right. Punch him, right? Not with your hammer.
Oh yeah, the troll that you had slow on no longer has slow.
I'm gonna burn this big guy down.
All right. Well,
As
a
quickly
21
as
hits
possible.
for 21 damage. Holy but Jesus, he's on fire.
I would expend some spell slots right here to deal more damage, but I am out of spell slots.
That's not great for you.
No, it sure isn't. And then another big old crack.
19 damage. Holy crap! You're gonna kill my spellcaster. Okay. Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
The first thing this shaman troll does is he's torn between his desire to eat this delicious looking turkey leg illusion and this human paladin. So he reaches out and bites the turkey leg, which causes it to disappear. And he follows up with an angry claw attack at Jeff.
Is he enraged now?
He's pretty upset, but don't worry, he rolls a 12 on his attack. And a 19?
So I have a 19.
So that hits.
I think that since he's so enraged, he should be rolling with advantage.
I think he's so enraged that he missed his first attack.
I have taken 13 damage of slashing.
And he took away my nuker, so that was a thing. As he's letting out his roar, you hear the footsteps of a cultist appear. A cultist wearing a strange-looking headdress, and as she turns to Sir Istival, what is her abilities? I don't know what her abilities are. These are stupid. I thought she had casting. It's gonna shoot an orb of dragon's breath at you. And 9 misses.
It definitely misses.
That's annoying. Next up is Peyton. What is Peyton gonna do, Jeff?
Peyton is going to advance to right here. And also attack the... Actually, I didn't really issue him any commands. He's just kind of rushing forward. So he's going to attack the one that I attacked earlier.
Okay. What does he have? He has your like mace or something?
Yeah, just my plain Jane.
What does that thing do? What?
So it's 1d6. I think it was +1, wasn't it? Isn't that what you had on this sheet? Let me pull up his sheet. I think I can see it. Yeah, it's a melee attack +1. So 1d6 +1.
Can you roll it?
I can. I'm doing it. Sorry. So, and then,
What's his attack roll though?
yeah. Attack roll. Sure.
I think it's on his character sheet. Yeah, Sir. But it's on his character sheet. It says Sir Istival's extra mace.
Yeah, just kidding. Cause yeah. Okay.
16. That's a hit.
For two damage.
Never whisper rolls ever. Big old 2 damage. He's got multi attack. Don't worry, he gets another shot.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Sweet. That's a miss.
Don't worry, he misses. He yells out in frustration as the mage is up next.
Okay. Was that a goose?
Yes. Brett, what's the mage gonna do?
Mage is going to follow up with a firebolt again on this one right in the line of sight here.
A 10 is a miss.
He's going to look really disappointed.
As he says nothing because he is definitely immune. Never whisper rolls again. There we go. He's been fixed.
Gotcha.
Next up is the trolls. The only one that can reach is going to attack Peyton with a big ol'... Oh, he hasn't taken any fire damage, has he?
Is this the one? This one right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has.
Not this round.
Not this round, no.
All right. He feels slightly invigorated as he recovers a little bit of health.
So you have to deal him fire damage every round to keep them from regenerating health?
That is correct.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not just a one and done kind of thing. You have to do it every single round.
So he's going to bite Peyton. And then he's gonna claw him. And then he's gonna claw him again. I don't know what his armor is.
Did he hit with every single one?
I have no idea. I'm trying to figure out what Peyton's armor is. 16?
Does he
Let's
have flanking?
see. He definitely has flanking in this case. It's because they're so damn big. So he takes 8, then 17. I'm doing the damage. And then 9. And he is severely wounded.
Great.
The other one cannot reach. So next up is a bunch of the other minions who all come rushing into a bottleneck and can't get any further. Next up is Hafen.
Okay. Hafen.
Do something great, wizard.
Oh, sure, something great. I was gonna do something not great, but now you put the pressure on. Ray of Frost. Line of sight on. I'm just gonna keep going at this guy.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it. That's a big fat miss.
Oh,
That's
that
a
was-
crit.
Ugh.
Well, just so you know,
2, 3.
you've managed to hold out your one hand to shoot the ray of frost, but your other hand was kind of hanging to the side, and it blasted the mage behind you for 17 cold damage.
Real quick, are each of these squares 5 or 10 feet?
5.
That's what I thought.
So
But when I tried to measure something, it was trying to tell me 10.
Was it?
Yeah, look. If I go from me to here, it says 10 feet.
Oh, it is telling you 10 feet. It's wrong.
Okay, good to know.
Tater laughed at our misfortune.
It's not misfortune yet. Well, I guess the mage has misfortune. He's only got 9 health left. Next up is Yolanda. What you gonna do?
I'll come up here.
Probably not gonna talk because you're muted.
I'm gonna come up here and go, it's okay, I'll make a collapse. And I'm gonna thunder wave, like, I'm just gonna thunder wave.
Okay, that's like a cone, right? Right in front of you?
It's a square around me.
Okay,
It's a cube.
around. It's a cube around you? It's a 5 by 5, or I mean a 15 by 15.
Yeah, it's a 15-foot cube. I'm gonna try and cause a cave-in at the tunnel.
Okay, so it only hits. The damage will only hit Sir Istval and Peyton, but since you are doing something really freaking cool with your little magic attack,
They can get a deck save, right?
I think they get a dex save anyway, don't they?
Yeah. So they can avoid the cave-in.
Sure, they'll avoid the cave-in, and let me see what I'll have you roll for this. I think this is an act under pressure, and it's magic, right?
It's a Constitution saving throw for some reason. And yes, it's magic.
Cheat, so it's technically not magic.
So
No.
it's a
I think I got. I'm not sure if I got this from which side of me.
He's like, I don't know how I cast this spell. Is it with
Oh,
my
yeah.
brain or
No, I
my
got this
arm?
from my sorceress side.
Okay. So my thought, it has a dex saving throw.
It's a Constitution saving
Oh,
throw
it
for
has a
some reason.
Constitution saving throw. Okay, but you want to use it to bring down a cave in.
Yes.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out what it is to roll that. I think it's definitely an act under pressure, and I think it's plus Arcana. No, that doesn't sound right.
No, because I'm not trying
What
to
is your-
figure something out. We
What's
could
your
do
spell
it.
attack
We could do
bonus?
it like a.
What's your spell attack bonus?
I don't know. How do I figure that out?
It's on your character sheet.
Yeah, but where?
Under spells. This is at the top.
It just says 0. Probably because I have 0 intelligence.
Is your spell attack contributed by? Is your spells increased by? Wait, you're a sorcerer. It's charisma based.
Oh yeah, it should
So
be.
sure he's charisma.
My charisma I have a +2, so I don't know if it's just a +2.
I think it is a +2.
Okay.
Unless you have no, you can add proficiency because you're proficient in those spells, right? So it's like +2. It's plus your modifier plus your proficiency. So what is your proficiency? You
4.
look like you have no
4.
idea. So
It's a 4. I was looking.
It's like you have this blank face.
I don't
like
play
you have no idea
spellcasters.
Okay, so it's 4 plus 4 plus 2 is 6.
Okay,
So roll +6 to see if a cave-in happens.
Jada boom!
When you're on a 19 plus, you do what you set out to do. You bring a cave. Jeff and Peyton both need to make dexterity saving throws to end up on the right side of the cave-in. Are you still with us, Jeff?
I think he got caught on the other side of the cave in.
And I think it's going to be that DC. Before I start saying things, I was going to say I think it's a 14 DC for your Constitution save that we're going to use. So he makes a dex save on a DC 14. Peyton made it. Thank God. A beloved NPC lives to fight another day.
The one that was like on his last leg.
So
now we have to see if Cerise Evolve is going to make it.
Right. So Peyton rolls, and you seeing him roll at you, you just pick him up and throw him an extra 5 feet. Not gently at all. And now we have to wait on Sir Istval because this is like a
kind of an imperative kind of
thing. So why don't we take 5 while he gets back?
Sure.
So BRB.
What is happening?
I'm caused a cave-in, so you're gonna have to do a dexterity saving roll.
You actually caused the cave-in?
Yeah. Oh no!
17. That's a 17. Because they get the +3 and the +1. How do I do?
If it's actually a 17, you're fine. You're on the correct side of the cave-in.
I'm not on the troll side.
Yeah.
I'm not suddenly trapped with a bunch of.
Now we'll just have to see how y'all react to me blocking off our way of egress.
You had to clear 14.
Oh, good. How about my companion, Mr.
He made it.
Colin Firth?
Yeah, he made it nice and easy.
Oh, good. He did like a backflip out of the way.
I think he did a roll, I believe.
I did a somersault.
Don't steal my moves.
Oh, wait. What is it called when you do? Is it like a windmill where you do like the arms and your legs? What is that called?
Yeah, I think that's like a windmill.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I did that out of the way. Armor clinking. Hey! Stop. Stop it, baby. You can't have Sprite. Oh, okay. You can have Sprite. I mean, look at him. I guess he can have Sprite. It's not quite showing up, but it is like all over his face.
The food coloring?
Yeah,
Yeah, I can.
it's very bright if you look at
For
it.
the few times that I've been able to see you, it showed up pretty good.
Like, look at his legs. It's all over him.
Oh, wow.
He thought that was so funny.
That's great.
So we did it. We did the dodge. Does that mean that the trolls and the cultists and stuff are all crushed by thousands and thousands of pounds of rock?
I don't know.
More than likely, they're just back behind the rocks, annoyed.
Oh, I just dumped it all over me. That's fine. Yes, thank you. I needed a bath. There you go. That's all you get. Go forth, child. Kenny? Go forth, child.
The receiver, trying cover.
Is there any other way to advance past this place?
I don't know. That was the only visible way we haven't explored yet.
I mean, metagaming, if you look at the map, it kind of looks like maybe there's something
True.
elsewhere.
But as far as we know,
That was our
that was the only place we hadn't explored.
Jeff, why did you roll that terrible saving throw?
No, it's good because I have plus 4 to that.
Okay.
Don't worry. It just seemed bad. Although that would have been funny, right? I would have been trapped with the trolls.
So, and the cultist.
Very quickly had to switch allegiances or die.
Months later, they finally excavate the caves, and I become the troll chieftain.
So now we just have to deal with the repercussions of there being a cave-in.
Oh, you definitely have to roll a deck save also.
Me?
Yes.
Okay.
But yours is not roll to get out of, or roll to see if you're in the right way or not, because you're in the middle of it. You're fine. You and your goddamn +8 decks or whatever.
+9.
Oh, God.
Who are we missing? Is it just Scott?
You got a phone call, right?
No, I was on the phone. My grandmother called, but I'm good now.
How's Grandma doing?
She just got over a terrifyingly bad cold.
Sucks. But it's good she got over it.
Yeah, I mean, getting a cold in your mid-80s is not a good sign, not a good thing.
It's rough.
I don't know how you avoid it. All right. So everyone is on the correct side of the cave-in, avoiding the trolls and the cultists.
That's a good thing.
What do you do?
Should we wait to see if they try to
Oh wait, figure that
come
out.
through?
BRB. I have to.
Okay.
2
Are we
seconds.
going to address this with Yolanda? Yolanda, maybe that wasn't the best choice.
I fixed it, guys. There were lots of them.
Yolanda, we kind of had that, and you,
You did not have that. There was still a whole army of armor-clad people coming at us. And our little buddy over here looked like he was gonna die, so I did the good thing. Besides, this place is boring anyway. Let's go somewhere else. Walk down a hallway, fight some trolls. Walk down a highway, fight some trolls. Let's go find something different to beat up.
Well, weren't we trying to find somebody?
Well, they're gone now.
we did it.
We've got like extra people back there. Just pick one of them, call them your sister. It's fine.
Well, I mean, we still haven't found my sister, Yolanda, so I hope there's a way around. For your sake, Yolanda.
Wow, salty much?
Whoa.
Like, one person's sister versus all of us dying doesn't sound like good math to me. Who's the selfish one now, bitch?
Did you say that?
Yeah, I actually said that.
Did you just call Soulscald a bitch in character?
I'm back.
Yes, I called someone a bitch in character.
First of all, I was slightly stunned that you would talk to him in such a way.
I mean, to be honest, though, I called people bitches when I was good, too, so it's not that out of character.
It's your wrestling persona. So, what is the party deciding to do now that there's been a cave-in? And they can't progress in any direction.
Davro suggests that we kind of wait around to see if they try to, work their way through the cave-in. Because
kind of
as far as we know, there's no other way out. But at the same time, there could be another way out.
How long are you willing to wait?
10, 15 minutes.
10, 15 minutes pass uneventfully. You hear some minor scruffing at the end of the wall for a few minutes, but then it stops and it goes quiet.
Deathly quiet?
Yes.
See, I just made them kill each other. We took out our own problem. It's fine. Y'all go start digging.
Dig. That's great.
So what should we do?
Let's start the siege. We can just set up shop here for a couple months, and they'll all have died from lack of oxygen.
Wouldn't that include your sister?
Include the person we're trying to save.
No, it doesn't work like that.
They won't have food or water or oxygen, but their prisoners will be fine.
They will be sustained by prayer.
I don't think that fills bellies.
I will pray to Torm to sustain them.
Okay, you do that. Let's go find something else more interesting while he sits here and prays.
So how long does this prayer last?
Well, I've pulled out my shovel and I'm smacking myself in the face with it, so...
What?
So not very long.
Yeah, think like Monty Python where they're hitting themselves with the books.
Okay.
I'm just staring at the rock wall intently, just shovel.
Well,
You have a shovel, but you're not willing to dig.
Is it rock or dirt?
it's rock.
Hmm.
Big chunks of rock.
Yeah, I left my diamond pickaxe at home.
Okay, I get bored. Go, fine. Y'all want past the cave in? We'll get past the cave in. I go and use my like super strength and just start throwing rocks everywhere.
Is that how it's gonna go down?
Guess it is.
So first you cause a cave in, now you're gonna undo the cave in?
Well, if we're just gonna sit around, I'm gonna do something.
Do we have any
Like-
spells that could help us with this?
Do you just want to undo the cave-in to fight some more? I thought you were trying to.
Oh, we couldn't take these guys up.
They're
It's like-
just gonna bitch and moan. And
Like
then
I thought y'all had a plan with the whole cave-in and run away thing.
I'm the one that came up with it. Do
Really,
I have a
we just kinda
plan?
did it.
It's not like this is something I discussed with everyone. I just did it. And now I'm undoing it.
How?
I'm picking up giant rocks and throwing them with my super giant strength.
Oh, okay.
That actually makes sense.
So if y'all want to stop me or think of something else to do,
I'm a very weak wizard, so I'm not stopping anybody.
I'm gonna hand Peyton my shovel and say, Peyton, assist.
he's your slave now.
He's becoming a squire more and more. He takes the shovel from you and looks at Yolanda chunking rocks the size of like his torso off of the way or out of the way, and he's like, he just shakes his head. No, she's got it.
No, thank you.
Do I have a person-sized hole yet?
No, not yet.
Okay, keep chucking rocks until I get a person-sized hole.
I guess we could look for another way around.
I want it to be clear that your cave-in brought down the same amount of space as your spell would do. So it is a 15-foot thick wall of rocks.
I think we should find somewhere else to go. Who checked out that middle island? I know we got to look at it. I just don't remember.
I did.
And what was on it?
I'm not telling.
Oh.
Team player.
Are you feeling okay, Yolanda?
I feel fucking fine. See, I just start like bench pressing one of the giant rocks. And then I do a backflip.
She's holding the giant rock over her head doing squats. You know how it is. While they're all doing this, I'm going to look around the room and see if there's another way around. Can I scan the room?
Sure. I think you could roll a survival check?
Survival? Okay.
Survival is like tracking things.
23?
Okay. When you can ask, were you here when I told you the new thing we're doing?
No.
Okay,
But
I posted a link in Discord.
We can ask a thing. What sort of creature? What can it
You
do?
can ask 2 questions from this list.
Oh, so it's kind of like the Monster of the Week thing.
Yeah, it's exactly like that. I jacked those questions.
Okay. So with a cursory glance around the room, can I see a tunnel we haven't gone down?
How would you ask that with one of those questions?
Well, I mean, those don't really apply to what we're...
They do.
What is being concealed here?
See, that wasn't too hard. You can see from investigating the room that The water appears to be deeper and deeper on one end, or the southeast end of the cavern, and you can see what appears to be an underwater tunnel.
Oh.
And I'll remind you, you had water breathing cast on you by the religious statue. You specifically, no one else.
Mr. Eastaval is going to explore.
You have another question if you'd like to ask it.
Okay. What was it going to do?
What was what going to do? Give me some context.
The tunnel.
What was the tunnel going to do?
Lead from one place to the other.
So I'm gonna walk to the middle island and then ask my question. What happened here?
Okay. In regards to the underwater tunnel?
On this island.
It appears that the dragon, when it left, went through the underwater tunnel, leaving its nesting area that you are in now to wherever it went through that tunnel.
Are there any eggs on this island?
There are not.
Are there any scales?
None.
Claws?
No.
Teeth?
There are some teeth fragments.
Droppings. Oh, fragments? Okay, I can go with that. Can I collect a tooth fragment?
You can collect a tooth fragment. It's more like a fingernail of a teeth.
So not like a sliver. I couldn't turn it into like a little paring knife or a...
No, probably not. You might be able to like forge it into a bunch of them and turn it into a, I don't know.
Like a
you
necklace.
Know what? Sure. You add some teeth shavings to your inventory.
Dragon tooth shavings.
This is more in character with Numerages than it is with Sir Istival.
Well,
Sir Istival is also a collector of random garbage.
He's not stupid. He just knows that dragon pieces have value. So he's interested in maybe making a necklace.
There's also a pile of dragon dung.
Now that he is interested in.
That's in high demand. Better get you a pocket full of that.
He's gonna just start shoveling that into his backpack.
Okay.
Better load up.
Peyton hasn't given you a shovel back. You're gonna have to do this with your hand.
That's fine. I'm gonna put it in the iron pot.
Okay, so you have a collection of dragon dung in your iron pot.
Well, was there anything in the dragon dung?
Please tell me this isn't the iron pot we use to eat.
It sure is.
Oh, great.
That's how in some regions of the Forgotten Realms, that's how you season cast iron cookware.
Which regions?
The north, west.
Please tell us so we don't accidentally go there.
Yeah, I don't want to go there.
That's actually where the next adventure is. Wherever he says is the region.
The northeast. All right. Anyway, so I've done that. I'm gonna walk along the.
You have a pungent odor about you now.
I'm not really doing all that with dragons.
Are you sure? I would love for you to carry on shit for the rest of this cave.
Okay, you know what? I will. Fine.
Okay, you smell
That was
bad.
the easiest convincing.
It didn't take much. So what do we say? Like 10 pounds?
Sure.
Okay.
Can I hand over charge of Yolanda to Jeff because he's going to be much better at chaotic than I am.
So, 10 pounds of dragon dung.
You know, seems accurate.
Yeah, round it right up to 10.
All right, I'm gonna shout to everybody else. I'm investigating this tunnel.
You're gonna go underwater with the dragon dung.
As I sink into the bottom of the underground river.
Okay.
Is there anything trying to stop me? Are there any
Nothing's trying to stop you other than the thought of dragon dung coming loose and floating into the water around you, which you are breathing with your water breathing.
Well, I wrapped it in my common clothes, so it's not gonna...
Not a bedtime drink, of course.
I took my tunic and I kind of like made a cap for it, so it's enclosed.
Okay. As you sink to the bottom, because you have armor that weighs, I don't know,
Enough.
to sink you to the bottom, you see a path leading underneath, and you could walk right to the shore of the other side if you wanted to.
That's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to. I'm not going to just go charging in because I can't because I'm underwater.
Also, you're very heavy.
Yes. So I am slowly clopping along, and I'm going to get to the. It's starting to get a little bit more shallow. It looks like right around there, right?
Right.
All right. So
Are you going to peek over the water?
yeah, I'm going to do like the.
Okay. Well, you see the dragon.
Okay, it's my friend.
Sure. And beside him is. What is beside him? Oh God! I did something terrible.
The lost city of Atlantis.
No.
Oh, vampire.
Him and a robed figure who I honestly can't really see who it is appear to be in conversation.
Can I do a divine sense real quick?
Absolutely. What would you like to divine sense?
Just in that general direction. What do I sense?
Let's see. You sense a lot of evil.
Would you say it's strong evil?
I would say the dragon is very strong and very evil. The maged figure appears to be not as strong, but still very evil.
So my senses are assailed by the noxious
Yes.
odor of evil.
It smells almost as bad as the dragon does.
Let's see. Okay. Well, that is interesting to know. I guess I'm going to turn around and clop back and report my findings to the rest of the group. Unless they noticed me, like, come up out of the water, did they?
I think that this is an excellent opportunity to roll your stealth check. You don't have to roll disadvantage in this case because you're underwater. So roll stealth. 18?
Hmm?
Okay. Worst outcome, hard choice, or price to pay. Okay. What did you set out to do? You set out to be not.
Yeah, I was scouting ahead.
What does the party think is
Meanwhile, back on the shore.
How would the party? I'm curious for inspiration from y'all because I'm still trying for the system. What do y'all think would be a hard choice in this situation for them? Two different outcomes that still mean success.
So maybe there's an opportunity to. It's a hard choice, but he's still successful in scouting.
Right.
An opportunity to either attack or gain a passage with some sort of risk attached to it, or just to go back. Yeah. And just tell us it was.
It still has to be a success. I've got something actually. The conversation between the dragon and the human appears to be heated and not a friendly one. You can stealth away, but one of these people is going to discover you and not relay it to the other one. Jeff, pick one.
So, if I just stand still, what happens? Can I just continue listening to their Can I hear them? I would think so. I'm not too far away.
Yeah, but you're kind of half submerged.
I'm
Mostly
gonna peek my head up
submerged.
a little bit more.
You've
my
already
ears
rolled the
are-
dice.
Dude, my ears are no longer. I said I did this. Look.
You've rolled the dice. Make your choice.
So what are the choices? One or the other can hear me.
One or the other can discover you.
Dragon discovers me
Okay.
because we're friends. We're bros.
Because you're carrying his dung?
What was the
I
arrangement
healed
we
him.
made with the dragon that got him to fly away?
We broke his collar. Because he
Okay,
had the
that's
magic
right.
collar was obviously
That's
making
right.
him a bit crazy. So when we broke the collar,
He
and the
flew
only
off.
reason that he was still a little bit pissed is because we hit the collar so hard that it smashed through it into his flesh. So he was not really super excited about that. But then I healed him a little bit, and he was like, "All right," and then he flew off. After he vomited up a giant gemstone worth 10,000
No, he did not do that. Also,
Okay.
I've given y'all money. Y'all never. I'm gonna just stop giving you gold. So as you are wandering back, after the dragon winks at you and continues its argument with this humanoid figure.
Yeah, I like that. Okay.
This dragon likes winking.
I'm gonna wink back at him.
Okay. And you wander off into the pit and return to the party.
Yep, I'm gonna come up on the shore.
And what does the party do?
Do I have a person-sized hole yet?
How long were you gone for, Jeff? How long would it take you to travel like 100 feet underwater?
I would say a good 30 minutes.
What is your average digging capacity, D?
I don't
Look at
know.
your stat sheet and
I don't think that's something I have a speed of 50, so I can move pretty fast.
Why don't you roll strength and we'll see how many rocks you can.
Okay.
In this specific instance, not forever.
Pull open your digging tab.
Really? A
Strength?
plus 10 and I only get a 13?
Alright, so you move 13 rocks an hour. That doesn't sound right. Oh, you roll a 3. These rocks are really big and awkwardly shaped, so you haven't been able to make much. You still have about half an hour of digging to go.
Darn. Can I hear anything yet?
You can hear the sound of a fire. And you can smell the cooking.
Maybe.
So- Eastbald has come back.
Yes.
Yes, I have returned. And look
What-
what I found.
Did you see anything? Other than obviously a giant thing of dragon shit.
You don't actually know what's in the pot because I have it.
I can
in my
smell it.
tunic.
It reeks.
Boy, oh boy, you're never gonna believe what I found.
No, I can tell.
Golly gee, guys, it's really great. Come look.
Peyton just vomits
No
uncontrollably. Armin wants to stick his club in it.
Harmon wants to look for treasure.
Did you see anything else while you were away?
Oh yeah. Well, there's a tunnel over there under the water that goes into a very large cavern with the green dragon from earlier and some robed vampire chick.
And you lead with the dragon shit?
Well, I was excited.
Did it look like there was...
Well, I think the dragon is still friendly because he winked at me and he didn't reveal me to the vampire, so that's good. Or I guess it's a vampire. I don't know. The sickly-looking robed human. Ashy. She was very ashy.
Okay.
She had fangs.
So ashy.
That's weird. My ears started ringing really bad. I got a headache.
This child has grown a foot. He can now get things off of the kitchen counter.
That is correct. They grow very quickly and constantly cause problems.
Confirmed. Never ends.
Sir Easterval blinks. He says, "Oh, what were we talking about? Children, yes.
And this dragon dung, they're the same thing right now.
Yes, I found this. Everyone, look! It's really, really great. Is dragon dung flammable? Would I know this?
I'll roll a history check. You can ask a question.
Is green dragon dung poisonous?
You could ask a question from the list.
Oh. Sorry. What happened here?
I think
Dragon dung.
We're all trying to figure that one out.
Where to start?
What happened here?
I think what can it do
What can it do?
is a good way to find out if dragon dung is flammable. And it is
What?
not.
Is it poisonous?
Dragon dung can be used as a well, it is basically a beacon to let dragons know that you are here.
So you're
How
just
does that
carrying around a giant
So I know
dragon
this
sign.
now.
Sorry?
So I'm now aware of this fact.
Yes. You recalled it from your past, or from a book or something, or maybe
Somewhere. As I'm showing it to everyone, it all of a sudden flashes into my mind. Oh yeah. Now I remember. So I'm gonna get rid of that.
Are you sure?
Yeah, if it doesn't have any practical applications, then I don't.
It does have a practical application. It's a lure for dragons.
All right, I'm gonna set it off to the side then. Maybe for later.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my stinky pot of dragon dung right there.
Armin picks up a big rock and puts it on the top of like a.
So basically, you just wasted our cooking pot for dragon dung, and you're just gonna leave it.
Yep.
Okay, what are we gonna do about this tunnel?
So, not a good idea to swim back through it and face the dragon.
Well, the dragon might still be friendly.
Sounds like a great idea.
And what about the NPC that was with the dragon?
Well, they appeared to be in a heated conversation, and it didn't seem like they were really friends, per se. I have to wonder if maybe the collar being broken has changed the power dynamics between the two.
So what you're saying is we could get this dragon to attack the other person.
I feel like it's a strong possibility. But before we attempt to do that, we should go up to the statue and all pray so we can have the blessing of water breathing just out upon us.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah. Sure.
So we're gonna do that?
I'll do it, knowing that
Yeah,
you know
I'll do it.
from that statue.
I will also pray at the statue.
Armin says he will pray, and so will Peyton. And the mage nods, and Yolanda says,
I have a plan.
"Okay."
I have a plan. I have a plan.
Alright, so we all make our way over to the statue?
Actually, Peyton and the mage say, "We're both kind of busted, with only 13 and 9 health. Can we sit this one out?"
Yeah, maybe they should rest and roll a couple hit die.
I've got lay on hands.
No, you do not.
Sure I do. Let me try.
Sure, you can absolutely try.
Maybe...
Is he gonna try? Is he gonna let me lay on hands?
He believes you. You've given him no reason to distrust. Who are you going to lay on hand? The mage or Peyton?
Which one was more hurt? Wait,
Sorry?
was Peyton helping me dig?
No.
Okay.
Neither of them were.
Okay, I'm going to Peyton because he had the shovel, but not helping me dig.
My voice is getting out. Hold on a sec. There we go.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
getting garbly.
Okay, I go up and very
try one
gently
thing.
place my hands on either side of Peyton's face and go, "The power of Christ compels you."
That's a good prayer.
And you electrocute him. And I kid you not, he's left with 1 health. He screams out in pain.
It's
and
a
falls to the ground,
defibrillator.
twitching. And he falls to the ground twitching, and Armin is like, "What the fuck did you do to him?
I tried to heal him!
Is that what healing looks like? That was electricity."
Oh. Oh, yeah, I don't have healing.
Are you an idiot?
No?
So I feel like
I
this
need
should
you-
probably be
Question
a big
mark.
deal.
Is anyone else, Armin looks like, is anyone else concerned about her frying our party members?
Just a touch.
A touch? Lay on hands? Who's next?
Armin picks up his big club and says, "This is going to be next."
I can't heal a club.
You can't heal anything.
Oh, yeah. My main concern is the fact that y'all just let me do it. You've never seen me heal someone, and many times I've yelled, "I can't heal anyone!"
Well,
I mean, there's a first time for anything. You know, miracles happen. That's
And that's what I just performed, was a miracle. I tried to defibrillate him.
No, he's on the ground twitching. That's not healing, and that would never be healing.
What if they're having a heart attack?
Oh. I guess, yeah, he could do that.
yeah. You shocking him triggered his second wind, so it actually kind of, in a strange way, sort of worked.
See?
No, he just wasted his second wind. He fell to the ground twitching, and then as Peyton stands up, I had to dig deep within myself to bring me to stand back up. This insane whatever she is just almost killed me.
No. Look, you're fine. You're better than you were, weren't you?
All right,
It worked.
Time to
I had a
form
plan.
I don't know if she's just
tribunal.
like mouthing at him to stay down or something because she's muted.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to press my button. No, I was saying, see, my plan worked. You're better off than you were before, weren't you? Hey, that's a pretty good deception.
You also broke up in the middle
That's
of
a
whatever
pretty
that
good
speech was.
I was saying that it worked pretty well. You feel better than you did before. It was all part of my plan.
Okay, well, I would have had you roll deception with disadvantage, but it's still a pretty good deception. And Jeff, on the other hand, rolled a crit on his insight
Well,
roll.
I wasn't deceiving him.
I see right through your bullshit.
Hold on. I have to deceive the other guy first, because if he believes it, then you have to believe it, because he's the one I'm trying to convince.
He doesn't actually have to believe it, but
Shh.
let's see what
let's
his
go with the
insight is.
storyline.
He, let's see, he'll roll insight, which is wisdom.
11. It's not hot.
Yeah, it's insight is wisdom.
You rolled perception.
I don't know. That's the only thing that's available for me to click on.
You can't click on Wiz?
Oh yeah, I can do that.
He's deceived.
17, and then he also gets Istival's thing? Does he get your
Blessing.
thing on
He
skill
doesn't.
checks?
No, it's only on saving throws.
Okay. He believes you. He believes you and your bullshit. But Sir Istval has
I
seen
mean,
right
would
through
he
your
know
bullshit.
what a second wind is, or would he just, it just kind of come out of him?
Like as he's writhing on the floor, like convulsing, he takes a deep gasp, and that was the second wind.
See, so he wouldn't even know. He would just think that I just juiced him up a little.
He's like nodding. He goes, yeah, that checks out.
So,
He was like, what the fuck? Oh, I feel good. Okay, thanks.
Oh, that checks out. Yeah,
the
yeah.
thing
yeah.
is, Peyton knows what second wind is.
Oh.
He knows he healed himself. His belief is not that you intentionally attacked him; is that you are stupid and didn't mean to.
You are incompetent.
Okay, that works.
That's what he thinks.
That works.
That is the only way in his brain that he will believe you.
Because he hasn't seen me try and electrocute every other commenter that I've found.
He specifically has not seen that.
Well, and I guess Sir Istabal's insight could possibly make him look at her with suspicion in the sense that she's just a dangerous idiot now. Maybe something happened with that deck of cards that caused her to become feeble-minded. Not necessarily like that she is intentionally being malicious or trying to harm the party, but just...
Yeah, admittedly, everything y'all have seen so far, it just seems like I'm dumb. And I was already pretty dumb.
Yeah, that's true. You weren't the brightest to begin with.
So y'all don't know I'm evil, you just think I'm a retard.
We're elbowing each other like, man, that deck of cards really did a number on her. Damn.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Everybody talk a little bit slower around Yolanda now.
I'm not going to tell you what your character should believe, but if that is what y'all need to continue this, then that is fine.
Yes. So now we've all touched the statue.
We're at the statue already?
Oh yeah, we teleported over there. That was part of your spell, the shocking grasp.
No, Peyton and the mage are still kind of critically wounded, and one of them has used their only ability to heal themselves to reanimate themselves, basically from nothing, almost nothing. So they're both pretty wounded still.
Well, we could take another short rest. We could take a long rest.
You want to take a long rest in the dungeon?
Well,
A
we've
long
kind of
rest.
we've kind of sealed off the troll tunnel for now.
I wonder if that'll hold for 8 hours.
I mean, it's still 15 feet of rock.
I mean, did it seem
It's
like
5 feet of rock.
I mean, we didn't hear anyone
sound
say.
like they had given up on that? Didn't we hear them initially scratching?
Oh,
and then they
no.
stopped?
Oh, hold on.
Did you go back for seconds on the
Sounds like,
Sounds
a
like
backwards
it.
app.
food coloring?
So, who should I electrocute next?
I think the mage is up next, right?
So did we hear? So I know we heard scratching at the wall, but then it seemed to stop. Is that correct?
It did seem to stop, but Yolanda still dug through 10 feet of rock. So,
Hey Yolanda, put that wall back.
That's boring.
Yeah, it seems like our best bet. I mean, we're kind of all a little. It's either go up there and face a bunch of enemies or face potentially a dragon and something else that is arguing with a dragon. So I would assume that that thing is pretty strong.
At least one of these things are our enemy, if not both.
Yeah, and we're all not doing great health-wise. We're down two members, so it would just be 5 of us. Well, but Armin doesn't have a weapon, does he? He just has a stick with.
he's got a club, I guess. It's a stick that's got troll dung on it. It's got poison damage. Not much poison damage.
I don't know. I wouldn't be opposed to a long rest.
Would you be opposed to a long rest inside the dungeon with the dragon?
Probably not just sitting out in the middle like we are right now. No.
I figured you'd swim out to the middle of the nest area and sleep there with the dragon dog.
Sleep in the dragon now?
I love how we consider this safe enough for the commoners, but we're like, nope, not going back there.
Well, I think they're in the safest place. I mean, really, we should probably.
They're in a troll cave, and the trolls are cooking something.
Did we pay the troll's toll?
to get to the boy's soul. I think where those commoners are, we could probably take some of these heavier rocks and close that door up, barricade the door a little bit with some rocks, and just try to hold out for 8 hours. I mean, technically, I only need 4 for a long rest.
Yeah, you and your special elf abilities.
So, since we took 4 hours last time, shouldn't you have, like, been back full?
I don't know how that works. Do I get a long rest if everybody
If
else
it's
is taking a short
If
rest?
it's a 4-hour rest, you get 8 hours. So you get the full benefits of a long rest on a 4-hour short rest.
Ah. Well, crap. Well, I don't know what. It would be too hard to go back and refigure out what all. 'Cause
Yeah,
we've had
yeah,
a fight since then.
yeah.
So I'll just leave it like it is. But
If
still, I
nothing
would
else-
only need
If
4.
nothing else, you gained all your spell slots back.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I used chromatic orb and a magic
And-
missile.
Yeah, so you used 2 level 1 spell slots.
Okay.
But you have everything else back.
So I mean that's one option I would propose, unless y'all.
So Tater found the purple bottle of food coloring.
Oh no.
Yeah, we couldn't find it. He found it. So I'll be right back.
All right.
Nathan has never found food dye before.
I'm sure he's found plenty of other crap, though.
We have like those little locks on all of the pantries. The only thing he can get out is Tupperware.
Last time I was there, he decided he was going to flip out that entire tub of toys, just like, and Hannah's like, please don't do that. And he went,
The Legos are the best. Because you know, gonna have to clean up every single one, and you're gonna miss some that you'll step on later. So what is the party gonna do? Y'all are like awful at making decisions and saying that we do the thing.
Yeah, we're not very good tonight at making a decision. What do y'all think?
real life, I think that sounds like a solid plan.
So you're
That
gonna
we
rest-
should go pray at the statue and then move back through.
I think that I was suggesting we grab some of these big rocks, go back to where the commoners are, collect our party, board up the door with the rocks, and try to get a long rest to get everybody up to health so they'll be
Oh.
willing to fight with us.
Oh, absolutely. Totally agree with that.
Okay.
I'll be honest, I'm trying not to do too much input because
Yeah. No, it's understandable.
I mean, I
But no,
think.
I agree. That's a good plan.
Okay. So I'll I'll pick up whatever the biggest rock I can pick up out of this thing is and carry it back with me when Sean gets back.
Or you mean
Sean's
Jeff?
back.
I'm still here. I'm just not listening.
Oh.
What is the plan?
Well,
We're gonna board up the doorway to where the former prisoners currently are, and try to get a long rest in.
What are you going to board it up with?
We're
Big
just going to
rocks.
take some of these rocks that Yolanda has been carving out of the cave in.
Okay, so you're going to carry rocks. What,
You
like
said some of them were big, right?
Yeah, a lot of them were big. 100 feet in both directions.
Wow.
Well, it only needs to go one direction.
Well, yes, but you have to go both. And you are going to bring over enough rocks to make what, like a 5-foot thick wall?
No,
no, each of us is
I
just
wasn't
gonna-
thinking of that. I was just thinking just enough to cause a slight impediment.
Like
Make
we
it a little
each
harder.
grab one big rock.
So they'll only go after them if they're really hungry.
Yeah, like if they really want to get at us. You
How
know,
fast
if they
do you
just want to
think,
jiggle the handle and kind of rock it a couple times and give up, we're good.
Do you think trolls will give up after a little jiggle?
Hard to say.
I
Most
don't
guys-
know. I don't know the ambition of these particular trolls.
Are they male trolls? Because most males give up after one little jiggle.
Are you familiar with the troll jiggle?
It's a mighty jiggle.
We're not going to set precedent by rolling for this.
It's a good thing that no one watches our channel, because otherwise we'd be demonetized.
We're only talking about troll sex.
Demonetization.
Demonetization would be a critical blow if I made any money at all off of this little venture.
But instead we have 0 viewers. Well, 1 technically, because I have it running, but
I think I had YouTube open in another tab on my phone.
So I'll do that. Whatever the biggest rock that I can kind of carry over there, I'll take, and I say we each just grab one and kind of use it to jam up the door once we get inside.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna prop up the door and just put a rock behind it.
Yeah, basically, we're just gonna pile the rocks up behind it.
What is your strength, Hafen?
That's a good question. It's probably not that great.
I would love for you to roll an athletics check.
Well, that was something.
Okay, here we go.
16. So you can do this, but it's going to hurt your back a lot because it's a heavy rock and it's a long distance.
Okay. What
Did we
hurt my back? What do you mean?
I mean -5 health.
That's fine, because I'm
We're
gonna
about to
long
launch.
rest right after that.
Well, damn.
I'm gonna grab 2 rocks.
Okay. Well, you could roll. Oh, you're different. You have
Whoops.
your strength. Go ahead and roll. Let's go see if you take some damage too, or if you get brained by carrying 2 at the same time. God, you rolled a 0, or no, you rolled a 1. Your crit failure is a 10. It's bullshit. You take
She's
it.
ripped.
You managed to do it fine. I need to rethink these. Okay. So yeah, y'all build up a rock, or y'all carry a rock, a bunch, what appears to be 3 rocks, pile them high enough to kind of block the door, and you've rejoined the civilians to take a long rest or a short rest.
I believe a long rest. this
Okay.
time.
I think a long rest would really do everybody a lot of good.
And the peasants greet you as your turn. Welcome back, heroes. What have you got for us? Did you recover some
Absolutely
food?
nothing.
You want
We're
some
so
dragon?
hungry.
We left
Oh,
a
wait.
crock pot of dragon shit out there if you want this.
We're so hungry. We
Maybe
finished off the rest of the troll jerky hours ago.
so we are doing a long rest.
Yeah, I think so. This is doing a long rest. I feel like this is a good place to wrap it unless y'all can think of something else. Unless y'all have strong opinions.
I think anything we do next is going to be fighting,
And
probably.
I think, yeah.
Unless we seduce the dragon into helping us.
Dear God,
Well,
you're-
even if we do, is he still has somebody else, right? Yeah.
Okay, so
That's
are we
probably our
saying
best bet, though, is to go hope that dragon likes us now.
bye bye
after
internet?
you've been gone for 8 hours, wandering around in his cave.
Well, yeah, we've given him some time to cool off, but I'll be able to channel divinity emissary of peace again on him, so I can get another +5 bonus to my charisma checks. Okay. Well, I do agree that this is a good time to get off because then I can go assist with the purple goop all over everything.
All right. Well, we'll pick it up next week, where we'll. I think it's gonna be I think it's gonna be like the boss fight,
Okay.
or else we'll do some random encounters before
Jeff.
the boss fight.
Your hands are very purple.
I'm a drow off.
Bye bye internet.
Yeah, see this is just flesh tone.